Hello guys, me again. Right, you know how these powers that be, they don't like to, give the impression that it's one rule for one and one rule for another. I'm going to show you something. Obviously you can see it yourself if you went onto the video, but is one rule okay for one and one rule okay for the other? Take a watch.
Three have been
Oh, hold
arrested,
on.
and
Let's
we're
just
still
get past
trying to
this bit.
figure out more about this timeline. In fact, at 11:30, Lakewood Police, they will be having a news conference. We're going to expect to learn a lot more about this very complicated case.
An arrest warrant has been issued in North Dakota for the Green Party's presidential candidate Jill Stein and her running mate. Stein and Ajamu Baraka joined protesters at the Dakota Access Pipeline on Tuesday afternoon, and the presidential candidate took a can of red spray paint and wrote, "I approve this message," on a bulldozer.
So we got to turn this around and stop the continuing desecration of our climate, the desecration of indigenous sacred lands and their grave sites, to protect their indigenous sovereignty and to protect human rights.
The Morton County Sheriff's Department opened a criminal investigation and charged Stein and Baraka with criminal trespassing and criminal mischief. Both are misdemeanors. Beyond the photos and video showing Stein's actions, investigators say they have video of Baraka painting the word decolonization on the front of a bulldozer. Seemingly in response to the charges, Stein tweeted, "The Dakota Access Pipeline is vandalism on steroids." Protests at a pipeline construction site began weeks ago. The $3.8 billion pipeline will run from North Dakota to Illinois, and part of its path will cross the Missouri River. That's the problem for these American Indian tribes who worry a leak in the pipeline would taint their only source of water. The same day the Green Party duo visited the protest site, a federal judge ordered construction to temporarily stop at some of the pipeline construction sites. The maximum sentence for a Class B misdemeanor in North Dakota is 30 days in jail, a $1,500 fine, or both.
Another presidential candidate, I'm not going to mention names, lied, hid documents, pretty much fucked everybody in the arse with the bullshit that she comes out with. Yeah, she's allowed to run. I'm not going to mention her name because, I'm not one of them people. But, so, it's okay for one, but not okay for another. I believe the crimes of the one that I'm talking about were a little bit more serious than spray painting a bulldozer, or I don't even think that was a bulldozer, but let's just say bulldozer. In spite of the fact that you're crushing, killing, destroying, raping Mother Earth, the indigenous life form that you live on, you're just raping her, but spraying a man-made object with spray paint, serious. You heard 30 days locked up plus a fine, if not both, or hiding classified documents that actually have some criminality to it. Classified documents sound serious, but yet perfectly fine. So as usual, guys, do what you will with the information, and as usual,